Hey, in this tips video, we're going to talk about prepping models. So as you can see here, FieldLink will pretty much bring in any 3D or 2D model type, including Navisworks and Revit. One thing that is suggested is for a large Revit and Navisworks file, sometimes it does help to test it before going out to the field, meaning it's going to convert the Navisworks or Revit file to what is called a TRB format on the background. And if you can test that out either in FieldLink Office, where you can actually ensure that it does convert it if it's really large, or with Connect, which we'll show you later, it'll convert it, and then you can easily bring that in. If you are working with a large model or many models within one, you can see here in the project hierarchy, I can go through and like turn off this PDF that's in the middle, or turn off this Revit model as well too of the electrical that's internal there, and then even turn off the visibility of those layout points if it's on another building within that job. If I turn them off in this hierarchy view, though, you will see that they are not visible within the model tab down here, which is another place where I can actually like turn off this DWG, the 2D DWG. So turning off the visibility of other models, and then usually what will happen is you'll only actually work with one model. Turning off essentially unneeded layers is another way to kind of help with allowing the tablet to render what's needed. Same thing is suggested if you can put your points on different layers, if you have thousands of those or multiple layout files, it will help with the rendering and operation on the tablet. One other suggestion to help that, help the tablet when it's rendering all those points and model components is using the section view. If I do a top-down view, and then use kind of add it. If I'm in that top down, not oblique, it'll actually auto size the size of that screen, and I can start to bring this in. So a lot of these tips are regarding like the more advanced kind of 3D workflows, but they can also be used for the 2D as well too. So that is sectioning it down. So moving back to the office, you can see here is the Revit model we actually had loaded in. If I use the section box to actually start to clip this down, you can actually see here, having that turned on. I can use the Trimble Connect plugin for Revit 2024. I'm simply going to open that, and then I can actually select the section box that or the section view and upload just that. So here I can come back, hit the add-in, make sure I select it, and then send this to Connect, which will then be able to be uploaded into FieldLink, or I can download the TRB. So here, upload current view, change path, and use that same file name, and this will upload just a smaller version of that RVT to clip it down. Moving over to Navisworks, if I actually jump in here, you can see the full actually RVT that was uploaded here. I can also look at the other NWD that was there. As long as I have Connect Desktop, here you can see I can bring in that RVT. I can also bring in that same NWD if I drag it in. Now, what this is going to allow me to do is essentially use my desktop resources to convert that NWD or RVT locally, and then upload that to Connect. Now, the other nice thing with Connect is I can use a section view, kind of like section clipping, either an NWD or an RVT as well too. So we'll wait for this to load up, and then we'll show you how to do the section view. So now that it's loaded up, you can see here is that NWD already converted. If I wanted to section it down, I can use kind of this lasso, or what do we call that, selection box. And then usually what I'll do is just select by the area I want. So usually it's floor or region, and then hide others. And then I can export this as clipped MWD. And if I select the wishbone looking one, it'll actually upload it to Connect and back into the project. If I select the dropdown, right angle arrow, it'll actually just load this or create this locally as a TRB. One more thing to mention, RBTs won't come, you can't convert them in Connect Desktop. You'd want to do that with the plugin, but you can convert them with FieldLink Office or FieldLink. Jumping over to our Connect screen, we'll start to actually look at some of these models. When I know I can view them there, I can either download them locally and bring them to FieldLink, or just essentially download them from the tablet. So here you can see I got a couple clip TRB NWDs that are loaded in. I can bring these in here. This would also be where I could change the base point if I wanted to or needed to as well. Like I could do that in FieldLink. But once I know I can view them here, they should be pretty easily viewable in the tablet. And again, if they're too big, I can use that clipping method, section box, or layer control. So thank you, and please reach out to your nearest Building Point representative if you have any questions. One quick thing to add on is clipping or turning off the visibility of multiple models. As long as there's multiple models turned on, we'll also merge those models into one model. So if you want to view multiple models in AR, that's one way to do it. Thanks.